Yo everyone, welcome back to the live stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me first before I gonna start with the feedback. So I have a little delay from a few seconds, but just let me know if it's working and if the volume is right for you guys. Shall be loud enough right now. Okay, I already hear a lot of reverb on the drums. Way too much, man. So you have to make sure it sounds like you have the reverb on a send channel, which is good, but it sounds like there's too much frequencies in the reverb. So I will just add a proper EQ after the reverb to cut out some frequencies in the reverb, especially like the low frequencies in the reverb. The lower mid frequencies are a little bit annoying here. It's loud. It's just a little bit white, man, the bass, which is not necessarily bad, but maybe just make sure that the frequencies underneath 200 Hertz are in mono. It's a little bit loud, man, the bass. Yeah, man, there's way too much reverb on the drums. It's so hard to keep it simple when my heart is dead in the room. There's so much I don't say. Same on the vocal, man. Like the idea is quite cool, but I think there's way too much reverb on everything, man. Like everything is a little bit drowning. You don't comprehend my feeling. It's off key, man. The pad and the pluggy thing. Really off key, man. I know I can't change your mind. You hear like it's also phasing like very heavy. You can hear it over here. I know I can't change your mind. And then it just starts to go like that way. It's maybe you have like two layers. I think you have just two layers, like a mid layer and a lower layer, and they are clashing with each other. They're like really phasing, so that's not good, man. So yeah, have a look at that first. Okay, so the main things is too much reverb on everything, especially on the drums. The bass a little bit too loud. Make sure you have the phasing issue. You solve the phasing issue. And the pad sounds and the plucky things in the background are off key. But the idea is there, man, and it sounds quite sick. But next one, track anthem from who? Sorry, man, this is sounding super shitty. Sorry. Where am I listening to? Where am I listening at? If this is the second track for this stream, this is gonna be a long stream, I think. Yeah, sorry, man. Where can I start? Kick is like in 2 rooms there. Can nearly hear the kick. It sounds like you have just a limiter on the master, which is like smashing the master totally. Like here you can hear it in the riser, which is just really ducking in the mix. Sorry, man. I don't want to... No offense, man. But, yeah. Next track, Jotate, Feel the Rhythm. It sounds like the head loop isn't on the grid somehow. It just moves a little bit here and there. You can hear it over there. You hear it? It's just like the heads are a little bit too early there. It sounds like the loop is not stretched right in a way. The kick is a little bit too low. The drums are way too snappy, way too harsh. They're like a lot of high frequencies, which is sounding really annoying in my ears. That sound also. We get closer. Man, this sounds so... Yeah, and also like the snare drum is way too loud, man. Just follow. Yeah, man, so this needs some more time and more effort on the mix, man. Like the lead is very sharp, like too sharp. The drums are like not in balance. The snare drum is super loud and very sharp. And just make sure that the head loop, it's probably a head loop I think, is on is stretched right. And the kick needs to be louder. Okay, next song is from Mark Stoker, Bad Girls. The man is trying to go for the solid grooves way. It's cool, but I can already hear that the kick is way too soft, man. It just needs to be way louder. The kick. I like the glitchy things in the background though, but the drums needs to be mixed way better, man. Like especially the kick is way too soft. Bass sound is quite nice. Make sure that you have mid-side EQ this bass properly. Like make sure all the frequencies underneath. I don't know which key this song is, but it just depends. But let's say around 200 Hertz. Make sure that all the frequencies underneath 200 Hertz are in mono. Okay, that's nice. You added another head there because it just started to sound very boring. Right here, it definitely misses something. It still feels a little bit like an Atlas intro. So try to compare this with, let's say, Black Child. I think you maybe already try to compare a little bit with his songs. But if you listen to a song from Black Child, let's say, gonna listen to what's the name of the song? It's been a while, I think, that he released a song. What's the name of the song? I want to show you what I mean, but let's just choose one. No, it's not that one. I want to know the name of the song, man. Maybe it's a Spotify. Black Child. It was... Where's the song? Oh, this one. Yeah. Like the drums. Like it's still minimal, but if you compare it... Oh, where's your song compared with this? You can hear like the kick needs to be way harder, man. But like the vibe is there, definitely. The vibe is there. The glitchy things are very nice. The vocals are nice. But I don't know. The kick is just too far away in the mix. The drums can be a little bit more snappy and a little bit louder in the mix. And just try to add some, I don't know, some acid shots or whatever to make it more interesting. But it still feels a little bit like an endless intro right now. But definitely finish this, man. The idea is pretty nice. Next song, Mikey, Dale. Yeah, man, definitely fun.
Abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami, vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami, vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami, vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, 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 vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami, vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami, vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami, vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami, vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami, vela hasta abajo, tócate mami.
I can hear the vocal in the background.
Vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom. Vela hasta abajo pa' que dale, 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 dale. Vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami. Vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami. Vela hasta abajo pa' que baile y sientas el boom, dale, tócate mami. Vela hasta abajo pa' que baile.
Okay, dope. Maybe try to add some effects on the vocal a little bit, like a reverb that you just open up like completely and then just go back to dry, something like that, or some crazy delay stuff. I have some dope videos on the YouTube channel where I did some crazy effects with vocals and stuff. To make the vocal a little bit more interesting, that's the only thing that I can say right now. Like the mix is very good, and I see a lot of dynamics in the song, which is good. You can see it on the waveform, like some breaks and then another break. That's pretty dope. But I still think that the vocal can be a little bit more crazy here and there, because right now I understand the idea, but it starts to become a little bit boring maybe. And maybe add a tension string right here, or some disco hits or whatever. I don't know, just some cool sounds to make this drop a little bit, to make this drop stand out more than this drop, for example, or this drop. Because right now this feels a little bit like the same as this one. But it sounds pretty dope, man. This is already as good as finished, I think. Just need some tweaking here and there on the vocal, and just some extra sounds here and there on the last drop maybe, and then you are good to go, man. And I will just definitely send this out to, I don't know, label like Nervous or something. Pretty cool. The next song is from Sensi, Angels House Music.
Esto es música house. Esto es música house.
Yeah, what can I say? It sounds a little bit dry or maybe a little bit thin, man. There's a lot of stuff missing. I will like this is very dry. It and the mix is not bad. I can not probably say something that I cannot say that the mix is bad, but I miss some stuff, man. Like some dub chords or whatever. I would add some dub chords here, man. Or something like that. It's the tension string. This is, you know, it sounds like a skeleton of a track, but there's like the main elements are missing. Yeah, so try to add some dub chords in the drop, maybe. That's what I will do. Next song, Wanted. Okay, the idea is pretty dope, but it still feels a little bit thin. The kick can be a bit louder, I think, and that sound maybe make it a little bit wider, and just add some overdrive on it. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I will maybe go here like the opposite way. It sounds like you just open up the stereo field over here, but I will just go like make it more narrow, like more mono, just right before the drop hits, and then just go back to stereo. Because right now it drops in very dry. But if you just do it, if you just go more mono like this and then just go back to the normal stereo feel like normal, then it drops a little bit harder, I think. But yeah, the idea is pretty dope, man. Again, a solid cruise kind of track. It's cool. Another track from Zane C. This sounds a little bit too dry. It's almost like silence, so I would add maybe a tension string, like really high, or some crowd noise or whatever, some textures to fill up this frequency spectrum here a little bit more. When I hear this, I will go to like dun, 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 and then just go back with the bass and with all the other elements to make it more interesting and more melodic. That's what I will do, because this is a little bit boring. So we'll definitely try to do what I just tried to do for you, but I think you guys can maybe understand what I mean with that. And this is a little bit too long. This break is pretty long, man. Next song is again from Sainty. Okay, the drums in the background are just going like straight forward, like the whole time. So what I will do is filter them out a little bit with an high cut, for example, and then try to add something like an endless smell, or I don't know if you have that, but then maybe just a reverb. Just let the drums like drown in a reverb, like very smoothly. And then at the same time you also close the filter. And then right here, the drums are completely gone. That's how you can create more tension. That's what I will do definitely over here. And then you can just open up the filter again and just play around with the drums a little bit more in the middle part. It sounds a little bit over compressed somehow. And too much reverb on the lead. And the clap is way too loud here. It's a little bit too much happening as well, man. I think it's because of the reverb on the lead, so I hope you will have something on my feedback, man. Next song is from probably a Dutch guy. I can see it here on the NS. I don't know where it is. This looks very familiar. I don't know. Strength from Amo. This is a little bit louder. Then we're in the techno.
All the things you think is wrong with you is just a doorway to the discovery of your strength.
Let me know in the comments. I think there's a little bit too much lead synths in the background. The kick is good.
All the things you think is wrong with you is just a doorway to the discovery of your strength. All the things you think is wrong with you is just a doorway to the discovery of your strength.
Yeah, man, this guy can produce. That's. Maybe the low end of the bass can be a bit louder, I think. So I think a little bit too much stuff going on in the drops, and the low end can maybe a little bit louder, or try to add some rolling rumble bass underneath it, something like that. But it sounded pretty dope, man. Next song is Lazy Express 2. Okay, I can turn my mic on a bit. I hope it's better now. Kick is very soft. I can hear a lot of grooves just going on top of each other, and they were not like in the same groove pool. For the Ableton users, they know what I mean. Like the 16th notes, the ones in between the offbeat are like I can better explain this, and my Ableton's not working because my thing is not proper. Okay, anyways, it sounds like the 16th notes of the top loops you have are not in the same groove pool, so they are just slightly off the grid, and some of them don't, and that's sounding very annoying. It sounds a little bit weird maybe, but make sure that all the 16 notes in the drums are on the same grid, because otherwise it just sounds messy, and that's what you have here. You can hear it like the bass is way too stereo, man. So make it just more thin and just keep it a little bit more simple. There's so much happening here. I can hear a lot of stuff, like a synth, which is, I think it's very annoying, that kind of synth what I hear just on top of everything. And I hear vocal, background sounds a little bit too distorted. So yeah, this definitely... Sorry man, but it sounds a little bit off key or something. Yeah, this definitely needs some more work and more effort to have a proper result. I personally not like the vocal. It says a little bit off key or something. I think you have some distortion on the drums or on the kick. It's clipping a little bit too much. And make sure that all the 16 things in the drums are on the same groove pool. It's really important. And the bass is just going like that. It's doing too much. Just keep it more simple and straightforward. Next song is from Kron. Music. Vibes. But now I'm wondering if you just use some samples or did you make the synths yourself? Because that's a lot of difference, of course. If you did the synths yourself, it sounds pretty dope, but I don't know if this is a sample or not. The kick maybe is a little bit low and needs some more body, and the drums as well. Try to add some reverb, like some gated reverb on the snare drums. But it sounds dope, man. I love the disco vibes. Just makes me I just really start to become happy when I listen to this kind of music. Next song is Lil Jon. Get Out of Your Mind. Fat Supply remix. I think the kick is clipping a little bit. Just really subtle. Okay, the kick is clipping a little bit, man. Or, sorry, you are a girl, sorry. The kick is clipping a little bit.
Get out of your mind! Let's fucking lose it! Get out of your mind!
I will maybe remove the sidechain of the bass and of the synth here when there's no kick playing, just to create some differences in the sound, and that's just to make the sound more interesting, and that just keeps the listener entertained, because the sound is changing if you just remove the sidechain here on the bass and on the lead sound. Only here, like when the kick is not playing. And make a huge difference.
Give me what you got. Like this on the table like a nigga's on the rocks. Get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. Let's fucking lose it.
Okay, try to fix the clipping kick. So maybe you probably already tried that, but maybe just group the kick and the bass together and try to add a limiter on that to get rid of that. Or try to just find the right balance between the volumes of the kick and the bass. Or EQ the bass or the kick a little bit where on the frequencies where it's clipping. But further, it sounds pretty nice. Good work. Next song is Steer Me Up from Oriam. Or Oriam, yeah. I understand which kind of vibe you are trying to go, but yeah, it sounds, it's clipping a little bit. It sounds a little bit over distorted in a way. Maybe it's the kick. I will personally go for another kick maybe. Or try to cut out some frequencies in the high end of the kick. It sounds like the vocal here has too much low end. Like the reverse heads, it's too much. I understand it. It's also too loud. So just do it somewhere in the track, like not all the time. That's quite cool. But it still sounds a little bit like you just randomly put in some synths here and there just to fill up the track. But I would focus more on the bass sound. It's a bit too much, you know? And that's very difficult to just find the right balance between too much and not boring, especially in this kind of tracks. The main thing is, it sounds like the drums are a little bit over distorted. Somehow. Again, I will just check out these tracks from Black Child, for example, and try to compare it as close as possible to his tracks. He really nails that sound. But the idea is dope. Definitely, the idea is dope. Next song, Nickelback 3. That's quite dope. It still feels pretty dry in the drums, like it sounds like the drums are totally not processed, but somehow it's pretty strange. Like there's so much happening, but it's quite cool. Yeah, man. Okay, so I will just process your drums a little bit more. Like the kick is very soft. Need some more body. Try to use kick tweak, for example, or knock, where you can just mix your kicks way better. And the drums can be more snappy, a little bit more reverb on the drums, I think. Maybe it's a little bit too much stuff going on, but the idea is pretty dope. Next one, Riari Kelly, Record Spins. Oh.
And I'll say it again, dance while the record spins.
I think you have something on the master which is ducking.
I said it before and I'll say it again, dance while the record spins.
Okay. I love this because this is a little bit more my style. But to be honest, I have heard like thousands of these kind of tracks with the same sound, the same kind of melody where it just all goes dun, or like dun 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 dun, or dun 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 dun, dun, something like that. There's always the same notes and the same fifth sounds. And it sounds cool, but if you want to stand out in this style, this is not gonna work. It's like there's so many of this kind of tracks. It sounds cool, but if I was a label, I would not sign this just because there's too much of this. Try to make this your own. Try to make some more unique kind of sounds instead of the fifth sound over and over again. That's my advice. And on the mix is good. It's quite good. It sounds like there is something on the master chain, which is duck in the track like too much as one fat sausage. If you understand what I mean, you can especially hear it right here.
Spit it before and I'll say it again. While the record spins.
Like on the kick, when the kick hits, it sounds like it's doing this. So you can hear that it's a little bit like overcompressed. But try to use different kind of synths or different kind of melodies. And I know it's really hard to do, but because it's sounding pretty cool. But that's really important if you want to stand out in this sound, man. Next song, Tizzy Bass Loud. A little bit too much sidechain on the bass. It sounds not like one piece. Too much effects in the background. The crash and stuff it's too much. And a lot of sweeps and stuff. A little bit too much. And I think you have like the bass, the rolling bass and the normal bass. So I will maybe follow with the normal bass, follow the rolling bass, or try to EQ your rolling bass more, because now it sounds a little bit too much here. You hear it, and your normal bass is still going on the same note, so that's clashing. I don't know, the last drop is boring. It sounds the same as this. I will just go for like a top melody or something like that to make the second drop more interesting. I don't know. That's my feedback on this track. Next one, Parasite, techno. It's too busy in the mix. I hear some white noise. It's too much. Just or get rid of it or just make it softer or something.
I don't wanna ever come down from a high. Right, must have been a
And the kick, man. Try to put the kick a little bit louder in the mix. It still feels like everything is on top of the kick. So we'll just make the kick like this and then the rest a little bit lower. That's always working better because the kick is the most important element in the track because that's what's gonna make you bounce. Further, it sounds okay. A little bit boring. I don't know, just really not my style maybe, but it sounds like the rolling bass. It's just only like I don't know, a little bit boring maybe. Maybe try to filter that sound, like that you only have the low frequencies here and then just right here, just open up the filter. Just to, if you just go for like a straightforward bass line the whole time, try to make it more interesting by just, I don't know, playing with filters or resonance filters, something like that. Next song, Ruben Zwanenburg, Nederland. Batman Groove ID.
Bad boy sound, jump and sound, I miss a sound like clown. Bad boy sound, I miss a him run the town.
This is a different kind of style. You normally have this EDM stuff. It's better. I like this style more, man.
Bad boy sound and this a bad boy sound. Bad boy sound and this a bad boy sound. Jump and sound, I miss a sound like clown. Bad boy sound, I miss a him run the town. Him run the town. Him run the town. Bad boy sound and this a bad boy sound. Bad boy sound and this a bad boy sound. Jump and sound, I miss a sound like clown. Bad boy sound, I miss a him run the town.
Okay, dope. But I want maybe use another kind of bass synth. I will just go for a guitar bass. I'll just try to listen to the songs of Roots, for example. They really nail that kind of sound. I will just go for a bass guitar kind of bass. That's gonna make it better because right now it just sounds like a sine bass or something with a little bit of distortion or whatever. But if you just go for that kind of bass, it's gonna make it 10 times better. And then maybe a more 909 kind of kick. And then you're good to go, man. And I think the vocal right here, you can open up like an endless smile on the vocal or something like that to make it more interesting. I will definitely play a little bit more with the vocal.
Ready for them because I'm pure problem. Ready for them, me say we ready for them. Ready.
This kind of silence things is not gonna work on the dance floor, man.
Ready for them. Ready for them because I'm
It's too much that kind of things.
ready for them, me say we ready for them.
So yeah, man, have a look at that. Next song, Crown from Doma.
Don't say you down. You gotta stand up to fight. Oh, you got to stand up. You gotta stand up to fight.
I think the sidechain is way too much. Maybe that's just on purpose, but vocal is like too loud on just compare with the rest. But for the bass sound, I will add some more mid frequencies. Just add some saturation more on the bass. Like the low end is quite good, but it's just missing some parts in the mid range of the bass.
Gotta stand up and fight.
Make it louder.
Don't tear you down. You gotta stand up. Down, 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 down. Don't tear you down. You gotta stand up and fight.
The synth lead is random, man. Like the you have over there. It's making no sense. It's only interrupting with the rest. So we'll just get rid of that. That's my advice. That was nice. The acid thing there. That's pretty dope. And then add a tension string here, and you're quite good to go, man. And then the things I just said earlier. And then you have a proper record, mate. A Dangerous 3 cable. I can already hear that you have something on the master chain which is completely smashing. Like it's over compressed. Really over compressed. Sounds like a 2006 kind of beat. Ideas though, man. It gets my attention, but like the mix it's not there yet. Mid-side EQ on the bass. Just EQ the soul sound. You have like the melody thing. EQ that better. Cut away the right frequencies out of that. And sounds a little bit like too much sidechain. And over compressed. Something on the master probably. I can also hear a little clipping on the kick.
Noticing me from across the room, I can see it and can't stop myself.
Gotta just get rid of the sidechain here in this part on the bass. The downshifter is way too loud. But the idea is dope, man. It's pretty dope. So get rid of the thing on your master chain. I don't know if it's an isotope or whatever, or a fruity limiter or whatever. But it's just get rid of that and then check out these levels again, because like I hear some, it's really overcompressed. Back to the Beat from Mark Stoker. Okay. Kick. It can just, you can just turn it up like 10 decibels or whatever. It's where's the kick, man? Yeah, it's boring as well. Just try to find a better bass or play with the filter amount more. Open it up here and there. Mid-side EQ, you can already hear it's too wide. Maybe too much sidechain on the bass. But just play around with the bass way more, because it sounds like an endless intro. And also the kick, bro, definitely needs to be like 10 decibels louder. So, or 10 is maybe a little bit too much, but at least just a lot of decibels louder. The last track is from Ice, Good.
Feeling good, feeling great when we move and escape in the mood that you fade, only you can relate.
It sounds off key in a way.
Feeling so good. Feeling good, feeling great when we move and escape in the mood that you fade, only you can relate. Feeling so good. Feeling good, feeling great when we move and escape in the mood that you fade.
I hear some off notes in the bass. And the thing, the high synth in the back, which was here and which is coming here as well, is also. These are in different keys, so. I like the breakbeat. But the panning on the bass is random. I will definitely get rid of the panning in the bass.
Feeling so good. Feeling good, feeling great when we move and escape in the mood that you fade, only you can relate. Feeling so
like
good.
That.
Feeling good, feeling great when we move and escape in the mood that you fade, only you can relate.
Ideas there definitely. Mix is quite good. The vocal is dope. But the bass melody, like just when like the high note is so off key. It's so random. Sometimes these blues kind of notes can really work, but in this case you have to get rid of that, man. And the other high synth in the back is super dope, but it's not in a key. So make sure that's in the right key as well. And then you have a proper track. So yeah, guys, that was the feedback stream. See you soon. Friday new pack, by the way. Bye bye.